is Tara Boothby from Psychology, and I wanted to talk a little bit about gaslighting. So gaslighting is one of those buzz sort of words or topics right now that people bring up. Maybe somebody has said that to you or accused you of it, or you've wondered what gaslighting might be. So gaslighting is basically just a variety of blaming. It's trying to put ownership on the other person for your own uncomfortable feelings. And really at the root, from an attachment perspective, it is a manner of derogating attachment. So derogating attachment is just really minimizing the value of relationships. And usually when we struggle with derogation of a relationship, it's because we've experienced that in our family of origin experience. I think of sibling situations, like my children are very similar in age. It's just supernatural for siblings to try to put the blame on the other person. So if my son spills juice and then he says, my sister did this, or my daughter will make a mistake and then she'll say, oh, brother did this. So it's kind of a silly little thing to notice, but that is also where we start to build those habits. So when somebody actually struggles with blaming or gaslighting, it is usually because long ago in our childhood experience, maybe we got into a tug of war with siblings, maybe an older sibling would put a ton of blame on us and then we learned, or else an experience with a caregiver. It could be a parent, or it could be a teacher or somebody else, a coach. I mean, sports is a great example of where chirping, if you know what that is, but teammates or rival competitors will often chirp at each other. And if somebody is struggling with some insecurity or low self-esteem, they're not feeling good about themselves, lots of experience of chirping in an athletic experience can lead us into also the habit of gaslighting other people as an adolescent or as an adult as well. From an attachment perspective, with Circle of Security, we'll talk about miscuing. So miscue is in a childhood experience when a parent is dysregulated. So this is the most accurate definition of a miscue. A parent is dysregulated, and so a child is not sure how to reach for a secure attachment experience, and so they'll miscue. They'll send some other signal, like crying or yelling, tantruming, breaking something. There's all sorts of different ways that a child might miscue because a parent is dysregulated. So that's why, from an attachment perspective, we really hone in on supporting parents to work to be very regulated. So if somebody is struggling with miscuing and you're trying to come alongside and support them, one of the things that you can do is really hone in on your own self-regulation, calming down your central nervous system. If you're struggling with blaming others or miscuing, gaslighting, something that you can do is, again, work on calming down your own central nervous system. So that's where something like meditation, just self-awareness, more mental habits to really just calm yourself down. It's just a normal sort of experience. When it's very habitual, it's actually abusive. So if you are concerned, it doesn't hurt to talk to a mental health professional to evaluate if you are being abusive of someone or if someone is being abusive of you. And again, we want to value relationships. So derogation of a relationship is always something to be concerned with. And I think too why we get confused about gaslighting is because gaslighting actually is a very confusing experience. If somebody is twisting things or changing a story, or putting words into your mouth, if somebody is manipulating a circumstance to say that you did this, that blaming experience, it's just a fancy form of blaming. And so oftentimes if you are experiencing it, or if you are doing it, so if you're experiencing somebody gaslighting you, you might be confused and question yourself. with gaslighting is a person who habitually gaslights, they start to believe themselves. So in worst case scenarios, a person is actually rewriting the script of what has happened, and that's a very hard problem. And again, if you're concerned for yourself or someone you love, that they are in more of a habitual gaslighting habit, then it is good to consider getting some psychological care, because habits are hard to break. And the biggest thing is that we have care and conscientiousness and communication about concerning behaviors in our relationships. And it is okay to get things wrong. It's okay to hurt people. The beginning to working at better communication is just honoring the fact that I'm a person like everybody else, and so are you. And at times we make mistakes, and it's okay to make mistakes if you notice them. And that's how we begin to recover. So I hope this is interesting. I'm just trying to keep it really simple, because this is one of those concepts that can be very overcomplicated. I have a little mosquito that's trying to hang out with me, so I just thought I'd, connect with Treebeard while I'm out in BC. And hopefully you guys are having an amazing day. Take care, blessings, and peace.